I remember how terrified I was and how intimidated I was by everybody in the drama community. And when I stepped into the role of president, I had so much to learn, and there was so much I didn't know. And I was, trying to learn Robert's rules. And it just was really fun. I found myself smiling warmly, listening to just how professional and growing up and just so impressed with the work that you do. So it means something to be presented with this honorary membership because code is so vibrant and alive and a really significant force in the world of education and beyond. And so it means something to me to be welcomed into the circle of those who've been named honorary members already, and to those of you, who will join us as you grow older. Um, when I look back on my relationship with code, I started going to code my first year of teaching in an elementary school. I was shy and introverted. I didn't know anybody at these conferences, and I hid in a corner and ate my lunch alone. And then I would go into these workshops and I would be flying high with excitement and new ideas. I was so inspired. Um, and then I, would go eat my lunch in a corner and I would go home and I would go into my classroom and try out every single strategy that I experienced in the workshop. And over years, that really helped me begin to develop a practice that was grounded in social justice and about care for humanity and human rights. And that has stayed with me through my entire career. Um, and eventually, I did make connections with people in code, and code became a home for growth and learning and unlearning and new learning and leadership. So I treasure that and I acknowledge that. All of my teachers along the way, all of whom you probably know and have read and were mentioned by Ron and Judith, but I will highlight David Booth, Chuck Lundy, Kathy Lundy, Larry Swartz, and then everyone in code who I've been growing and learning alongside. I think one of the things I so appreciate about code is how democratic it is. It's a whole bunch of people who care and come together in that caring and passion because of the impact on our students. And I was so reminded of that in your words, Ron, that we do it for the students, and the students give us so much. And over the years, that's how drama has evolved, is in response to our students. So I really am feeling their presence here today as well. Um, yeah, so I think really that's all I wanted to say. I think about the community of code, the democracy with which it is meeting the needs of the broader community across the province and beyond. So I did capture one thing I wanted to say, and it comes from Maxine Green. I shared this recently with my students at OISE, and it has really stayed with me. The democratic community, always a community in the making, depends not so much on what has been achieved and funded. It is kept alive, it is energized and radiated by an awareness of future possibility. And I do see that in code. I see it always looking forward, full steam ahead, and that is so exciting. So thanks so much.